First off, it's Charles J. That's just in case you ain't heard of me. They told me it was too late, but I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake, but you can't have your way. This ain't Burkhead. Everybody say they won't beef till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, this is Like Father, Like Son, Part 9. And by the way, if you hear a little static or whatever, just a little complications, I wasn't going to do a video this morning because I'm going to get that fixed or whatever, you understand me? But I just wanted to talk on some shit. But yeah, in the next video, yeah, it'll be much clearer. So just bear with me. God damn it. But anyway, like father, like son. I've been meaning to make this motherfucker for about 2 weeks. You know? Been having to store it back just, you know, and just building on this video because I just think that it's very important that we talk about this, you know. I'm glad Tank came out and said what he said because I've mentioned this before, like they've had their ups and downs, but at the end of the day, I think Floyd is one of the best things that's happened to Tank, and I think he's been best for his career. Yeah, let me say this too. You know, I see the reports coming out that Tank gotta do some time or he facing, you know, charges and shit. I knew he was facing some charges and shit, but I don't know if he gonna do some jail time or not. You know, when it comes to that, it is what it is. That's some shit from his past. I think he on a better path. I truly believe that, and I credit Floyd. I credit Coach Calvin. What's the name of that other coach? I credit him too. I like his other coach too. I just can't think of his name. But I definitely think he on a different path, bro. Tank is in the last year and a half, I've definitely seen a whole lot of maturity in him. And I think he's stepping into his manhood and stepping into becoming a man. So for that, I'm very proud of you. You know, I do critique you a lot. I talk shit. You know, I talk about the fights that I really want to see. I talk about the fact that I like to see you acknowledge the fact that black fighters are the biggest threat. And shit like that, and a little off topic, I just gotta mention this shit. I ain't gonna do a video about it, but I just gotta mention this. They saying Wilder gonna fight Joshua. Okay. You know, what I don't like, you know, it's like y'all killed the fight before it even got started, before they even promote, because everybody's just saying Wilder by knockout. Yep, Wilder by knockout. He gonna stop him. That's it. This ain't no 50-50 fight. But Ryan versus Tank was a 50. You motherfuckers had some of the most mathematical, scientific breakdowns when it came to Ryan versus Tank. You motherfucker acting like it was a science to Ryan. Like Ryan was some super technically sound fighter that we just didn't know if Tank could beat him and this and that. Everybody knew Tank was gonna knock out Ryan. So why didn't we just write it off like we writing out? Because you're right. It's like, bro, I just look at the energy. With Tank versus Ryan, it was so intriguing and interesting, even though we knew Tank was gonna knock him out. I think Wilder versus Joshua is even more intriguing, but we writing it out. It's a different energy. Ain't nobody saying if Joshua do this, because I seen all kind of scenarios. Motherfuckers gave Ryan instead of having a coach, he should have just listened to the internet. We gave him all kind of ways to beat Tank. Oh boy, we studied ways for Ryan to win. So I wish we studied some ways for Joshua to win and call this because if Ryan versus Tank was a 50-50 fight, Joshua versus Wilder damn sure is a 50-50 fight. And Joshua got more heart than Ryan. And I bet he get up if he get dropped. He get up. Wilder gonna have to drop him a couple times. He gonna get up. He ain't gonna quit in that fight. So anyway, I just thought I'd point that out. Like how you motherfuckers just writing that fight out, that's some slick shit. It's like a slick way of saying, you basically saying you don't want to see it. Yeah, it's like a dry ass, Wilder gonna knock him out. Yeah, that's high. Listen to these motherfuckers when they talk about their fight. Yeah, I mean that's wild to knock out. Like it ain't shit to say. You know, Joshua has no chance of beating Wilder. So anyway, I just wish you had said Ryan had no chance. Yeah, and keep it like that. So I just thought I'd point that out. But with Tank, I think you're maturing. I think you're growing. I think you're growing as a man. And I think you finally getting to that point where you just I think you finna fight Shakur and Devin. Well, yeah, I think Devin gonna stay at 135. You gonna fight one of them. I peep the energy, bro. I just hope you don't fight old Pitbull. Because Pitbull has done too much ducking. He ain't done shit. And you beat him with one arm, bro. I don't know what more you could prove. Because with two hands, you gonna stop him early. And he gonna be right there to get stopped. There's no way Pitbull would have survived that first fight if you hadn't got hurt. That's why you stop using the left hand and you stop hitting him with the uppercut. So he has no shot of beating you. And I know they're gonna make it huge, and you may go back to LA and fight him. And Pitbull has this huge Mexican fan base since fighting you and all this and that. But I just wish you not give him no more checks. Just, like I said, boxing is deeper than beating somebody else. You the man right now. So anybody you fight, you giving them a check too. You giving them the biggest payday of their life. So Pitbull don't need no more paydays. That motherfucker already think he damn near famous. So fuck that fight, bro. I'm not for that fight. Like I said, I think you're gonna fight Shakur Devin though. I think, but I just think they pushing that Pitbull fight so much. It may happen next. And I'm not for it, just like I wasn't for the Ryan fight. I just want to see you fight Shakur Devin. And I just want you to acknowledge that those are huge fights. That's my biggest thing with you. I just want you to say 2 black fights. I wish you announced that to your fans because they delusional too. I wish you announced it to your fans and to boxing that shit, me and Shakur, me against another black fighter is huge, if not bigger than me versus Ryan. And they way more talented than Ryan. So I just wish you acknowledge that. That's all. I just wish black fighters stop being ashamed to say I can have a huge fight with another black fighter. That's all. I just wish more black fighters do it. I wish Cool Boy fight Reese Salim. There's a lot of shit I wish happened. Jamal need to fight Andre. All kind of shit. So that's why I'm excited about Joshua versus Wilder. And them dudes gonna break big bread and they gonna make a lot of money. But I just hope it ain't on no fucking undercard or no fucking Usyk versus Fury. I hope Wilder don't do I hope Wilder don't stoop to feel like you gotta be on an undercard of a fucking Fury fight. I just hope you don't give Fatback Fury that kind of but I don't think Wilder do no shit like that. I don't think he'll be on the same card with a Fatback Fury. So I done said what I said about your Tank. I'm proud of you. I feel like you're maturing. Yeah, just want to see you fight black fighters. I'm done with that. Oh, another thing I want to point out. I said Tank wouldn't be who he is without Floyd. And a lot of people think, oh, nah, bro, because you're looking at the star power now. I'm telling you how boxing works, bro. If he had been with Bob, he might not have been. If he had been with Eddie, he sure wouldn't have been a star. But even Bob might not have promoted him like that, bro. Floyd promoted the shit out of Tank. I guess we forget that he was on the undercard of the McGregor fight. Wasn't he on the undercard? Was he on the undercard of the Pacquiao fight too? No, he was on the undercard of the McGregor fight. And that was a huge ass fight. He was on the undercard of a couple Floyd fights. That shit gave him worldwide attention. And motherfuckers seen like, damn, who was this motherfucker Floyd guy that's punching like that? So Floyd promoted the shit out of Tank. I just wanted to get that understood. So I don't know if he'll have become a star at any promotional company. Because when you look at boxing, the top 3 most skilled fighters in boxing, in my opinion, number 1 is Shakur. Shakur is the most skilled fighter in boxing. The most skilled fighter, best defensively, highly skilled, and he throw the best combinations too. Shakur throws the best combinations in boxing, and most fighters don't throw combinations. So that motherfucker is the most skilled fighter in boxing. The second most skilled, in my opinion, is Jerome Bruce Ennis. He just ain't, once he learned how to put all that sauce together and he stir that pot up, that shit gonna be too much for a lot of fighters. It's gonna be too much for most fighters. When he learn how to put all them ingredients together, he gonna be too fucking dangerous. He just got to learn how to put it together. The third most skilled fighter in boxing is Demetrius Andrade. And so I'm saying it like this: when you look at Demetrius Andrade, when you see him, when he came out, when he fought dudes like Vance Monterosi, when he fought Brian Rose, when he fought, and he put on spectacular performances. Man, what's that other dude he fought? That Walter Akuntaka, that was a good ass performance too. Another dude he fought named Monroe. But anyway, the point I'm making, I think Andrade was even more impressive than Tank coming out. Andrade is one of the most impressive prospects that I've ever seen in the history of boxing. But he wasn't a superstar, bro. I'm telling you, bro, it ain't about how skilled you are or how impressive you look. It's about who put you out there, bro. Who put you out. And fans ain't shit, bro. I'm just gonna tell you, I don't trust your fans. If you fall off, they might leave you tomorrow, bro. That's how these fans do. I told you, Spence and Bud fans have changed. I just made a video said Boost fans have changed. Fans change. Yeah, motherfuckers changed on Wilder too. It's a lot of shit. Yeah, Canelo fans have changed. It's a lot of shit going on in boxing. A lot of changing. So, I'm saying that to say, just because you highly skilled, we don't know where Tank's career would have went. Like I said, I don't know if you'd become a star. I think that I give Floyd all full credit for making you the face of boxing. I give him full credit. Also, when you look at the Ryan fight, 50% of the promotion behind Ryan fight is the fact that Floyd fought Oscar and Ryan signed to Oscar. 50% of that fight had Floyd name in it, bro. I know a lot of you motherfuckers don't like to hear that, and you feel like Floyd get too much attention, and a lot of you motherfuckers really be hating. A lot of you motherfuckers, you just wish you had a lot of you motherfuckers just feel like you didn't get enough attention in the home growing up, and you just hate to see a motherfucker shine. So, nah, bro, Floyd, that's why Floyd should have been at every press conference. The fight would have been even bigger. I'm just telling you. So, I said that, and Floyd, like I said, bro, you've done a lot of weird shit, and I don't think you're the best person in the world, but I think you did right by Tank. I think you did right by Tank. And I've talked about how, a lot of these older cats, they don't want to pass nothing down. They don't. It's just this, the old school versus the youngster. That is one of the biggest, hardest fought battles in America today. It is a huge battle. That's why it's hard. When these older brothers, when they get these places of business and running for 40 years, they don't pass that down. When they get too old to be able to run the business, Mexican will buy it from them or some shit like that. That's what goes on in our community on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, when a brother get too old to run his business, Mexican come get it. And so it loses. Ain't no more black businesses. That's why you don't see. So, all that shit and all that shit. So I'm glad that you passed it down, because there is Tank, he's the face of boxing because of Floyd. Floyd could have done him in. Floyd could have put him in certain fights early in his career. He could have done a lot of shit to him, bro. He put him in the perfect fights. I ain't gonna lie, that motherfucker, the Leo Santa Cruz, that was one of the smartest moves he's ever, because that was his first pay-per-view, and that was a good matchup. The Pedraza fight, that was a good ass matchup. So the way you have moved this career, even though I haven't seen a lot of melanin and shit and a lot of African shit, I ain't seen you fight a lot of that. But I think you've done a great job with Tank. I think you've done a great job, and I give you full credit for him being the face of boxing. And I definitely see the love that you have for him, and I definitely see that it's genuine. If you ain't keep it real with nobody else in life, and I don't know what you've done in your life, but you kept it real with Tank. He kept it real with him. And I just wish his stank ass fans give Floyd a little more credit. Stop hating on Floyd, bro. Everybody always want to try to act like Floyd's such a fuck boy. He kept it real with Tank, bro. And every now and then he spanked Tank ass, and Tank got messy at times too, and he get to typing, I'm through with Floyd, and I don't fuck with Floyd. And I remember Floyd was hitting the miss with Devin Haney. Boy, Tank got on Twitter and went off. This my last fight. They didn't went through that shit, but them motherfuckers love each other. And Tank, and I gotta be honest, Coach Calvin, you done a great job, and I respect you for that. But Tank looked more up to Floyd, bro. I've noticed that. A lot of you motherfuckers get mad when Floyd get in Tank corner. Go look at that Mario Borio's fight when Floyd got in Tank corner and said, "Say, bro, you down. I need this, and I got something for you." When Floyd said that shit, that is the greatest performance I've ever seen Tank do in his life. So a lot of you motherfuckers that got mad because Floyd in the why he always want to interrupt something, be the center of attention. No, he believed in his fighter, and he knew he'd listen to him. So a lot of you motherfuckers need to listen to those elders that try to teach you things and shit like that. So one thing about it, I think that's the greatest thing about Tank. Tank listened to Floyd. He listened to Floyd, and he learned discipline from Floyd. That's what makes Tank more dangerous now. He trained harder. His conditioning is better. So that's the most dangerous shit about Tank. And his focus. When that motherfucker focus, he one of the most dangerous fighters in boxing. That motherfucker dangerous when he focus. And one more thing, but see, cause I can talk about the power and the skill. Another thing that makes him so great, he don't underestimate no opponent. That motherfucker don't underestimate. He study you, bro. And he besides Wilder, he set the traps the best in boxing. Besides Wilder, the way he set traps for you, that shit next level, bro. Hall of Fame level. So much respect to you. Most respect to both of you for riding it out with each other. It's good to see that an old school and a youngster can do business together, and the fact that we can have love for one another. And like I said, bro, ain't nobody got Tank back like Floyd. And those are facts. So this is Like Father, Like Son, Part 9. This is 903 Boxing. I am your host, George J. With that, I'm out.